On item 13, WPC 19/19.
Lead petitioner's claim has been accepted. She was entitled to order of regularization with effect from 16/3/2016-15, when the other two candidates were regularized. This criteria of APSC interview was totally superfluous. No such criteria is required. So direction has been issued to issue appropriate notification. And insofar as their claim for salary is concerned, that I have observed that the department to verify based on materials and thereafter pass appropriate orders.
Very grateful.
Obliged.
Maybe your lordship, my lord. I am mentioning two cases, my lord. One is of 19 and 120. Both are dismissal cases, my lord, from service.
Item 19 and 20.
No. One is of 2019 case, one is of 2020. Both the cases are of dismissal from service, my lord. On 16th.
No, firm date I cannot give.
Hello?
4th week of May. 4th week of May.
Fourth means 16th.
No, not possible otherwise. 16th, I have
24.
already fixed 20 matters.
20, my lord.
Firm date I cannot give. It is for hearing. Hearing
Yes,
matters.
yes.
Firm date, no, 4th week or you can take 1st week of June.
No, this is for default of orders. The default one. It is from service. Yes. Fourth week.
4th week of May. Yes, Mr. Sharma, 4th week of May you want?
Yes.
All right, 4th week of May, non-miscellaneous day.
Maybe lordship. My lord, I'd like to mention this item. This is the appointment of a Gaura, my lord. Due to your lordship's order, my appointment has been halted. Lordship passed order that after 2 weeks it may be listed. Copy has been already served. So it may kindly be listed on 8/5, my lord. Time is already passed.
8/5 not possible. You do it on 12/5.
12/5. Obliged.
Lordship's permission, may I mention item 8, my lord. Lord, I had filed my rejoinder on Tuesday. My lord, may I request if it can be called for, my lord? Item 8, my lord. I had filed my rejoinder on Tuesday, last Tuesday, my lord. May I request if it can be called for, my lord? Called.
Beyond that call for, yes.
Obliged.
May I please, Lordship? That's why I pray for listing of two matters. One is regarding dismissal from service. It is of 2012 matter. I am from
No,
the,
we'll grant you, but the point is, don't ask for a date next week. That's not possible. We have already fixed many matters. So it has to be 1st week of June. Non-miscellaneous day, 1st week of June. Only listing, your job is over, but our job is to hear and decide cases.
Lordship. Other one is regarding constable appointment. This is also of 2017.
1st week of June, yes.
May it please lordship, mention for listing a matter. It was last posting on
1st week of June, yes.
on 11 May.
Rejected. Next.
I love this.
Please, your lordship. I could pray for listing of an item, lordship. 2013 matter. Pleadings are over.
1st week of June.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Lordship. Lordship, I'd like to mention item number 12 of today's list, Lordship.
Item number
12, Lordship.
12. What do you want?
I want an adjournment for a week, Lordship. My senior, Mr. A. Sharma, is not feeling well.
A prayer for adjournment of hearing of this case has been made on behalf of the petitioner on the ground that the arguing counsel is unwell. Since the
Yes.
prayer is not opposed, same stands allowed. Let the matter be listed again after 4 weeks. Yes.
Obliged. My lord, the petitioner not receiving his salary since 2015, my lord. So may be listing for next week, my lord.
1st week of June.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I beg for listing a matter, Lordship. Lordship, matter is relating with a compassionate family pension, Lordship.
4th week of May.
Highly obliged, Lordship.
For motion item 1.
Here in this case, my lord, petitioners before this honorable court are all honorary Gaura, my lord, pursuant to the advertisement in the year 2000, my lord. They my lord, got their appointment and are continuing in their service, my lord. Till death, my lord, they have not been terminated. subsequently one advertisement published, my lord, recently. There is not any reservation extraordinary there mentioned in the advertisement. There are total numbers of posts 266, my lord. So earlier occasion, my lord, there was similar type of advertisement. It was already pending before this honorable court till date, my lord. It was last listed 16/12/22, my lord. It was in the advertisement house of the district Dhubri, my lord. And the said numbers of some lots were already, my lord, not to fill up. In this way, interim order is continued till date. I have checked out.
That in time are already been vacated, your lordship's order.
But as I have seen, my lord,
Appointment also made, selection has been completed and appointment has been also been made. In level that is South Salmora district first.
here in this, that advertisement is, that order I have annexed is Dhubri district, my lord. Dhubri.
Similar matter, lordship, already been, selection has been
But I
made
have-
and when.
Last
Lordship was
listed
vacated.
16/12.
You have seen the stay order, but not seen the order vacating the stay.
But in that case, my lord, what I have annexed here, my lord, I have checked out till that it has not been vacated, my lord. Because last it was 12/5/22 also, my lord.
Which order? Which order?
Yes, my lord, I have annexed here. Page 121, my lord.
All right, we'll have this matter along with the other issues.
Yes, my lord.
And even lordship,
We are all meticulous, otherwise we can
and
Malad-
some of them, Malad, that petitioners, Malad, those who have been crossed the 60 years, Malad, they are not eligible to further that post.
that.
But have you applied? Have your clients applied?
No, till that we have not applied.
Then
They have to
without-
apply. Lordship.
Without applying, how will you get appointed?
Directly.
Directly?
No, my lord, otherwise we are all eligible, my lord, because as we are.
Oh, are you saying that because you are eligible, they have?
No,
to
no,
be
no, no.
appointed? Then
No as bar also, my lord,
Hmm.
but as there is no reservation, how can we, my lord, able to succeed, my lord, along with the fresh candidate, my lord? We are also, maximum candidates are more than 50, 40, 5 years old, my lord. Along with the fresh candidate, we cannot be able to succeed, my lord. Because as we are working since long back, because we have not terminated recently, my lord, Justice
But what is
Bujarbura also
done?
observed.
what is to be done? What can be done? This is the law.
Yes, my lord.
You should have come earlier.
No, my lord. Immediately after the advertisement, you have come. And there
No,
are,
no, when your services were not regularized for a long period of
that
time.
was recently, my lord, Justice Bujarbura pass order, I have annexed here, my lord.
Hmm,
If there was a review also, my lord,
hmm.
I have annexed here, kindly peruse your lordship. That review has been already dismissed.
Which order?
That order is, my lord, I have annexed here.
Page
Yes.
95.
95, my lord.
Hmm.
None appears for the petitioner, WPC answers. An advertisement was issued by the additional deputy commissioner Gwalpara inviting application 520 numbers of post of Gaura, honorary Gauras within the Gwalpara district. The petitioner who participated in the selection process were aggrieved as the respondent authorities had not selected them. Accordingly, the present petition has been prepared for setting aside and quashing the select list impugned therein, which according to the petitioners were prepared by the respondent authorities for appointment
You are
of
reading from which page?
page 96, my lord. Starts from 95.
Hmm.
Earlier, there was an advertisement, my lord, in which advertisement we got selected, but some of the unsuccessful candidates filed lead petition,
Hmm.
and there was a stay order. Subsequently, my lord, that
So this is about appointment of Gav Pradhan.
yes,
Pradhan.
Gaura, that
You apply and
a new advertisement, my lord.
yes, you submit your application.
Otherwise, my lord, if there is no any specific, my lord, weightage, my
Now,
lord.
how can the court say that reserve post for them? How can that be done? It is not permissible.
We have also on honorary basis, I have already lost our ages, my lord.
Honor 6 is the last
Golden
day.
times, my lord.
You submit your application.
Some some preference may be given, otherwise in advertisement, there is no such type of clause. And recently, my lord, Justice, my lord, Bujarbura observed that, my lord. Here, my lord, I
The other matter is pending.
pending.
And
All right, heard Mr. H.K. Das, Learned Counsel for the petitioner.
apply
The
for.
petitioner's hearing claim to be working as Gauburas,
Gauburas.
so Gav Pradhans on honorary basis
Mhm.
since
2005.
since the year 2005 and are seeking regularization of their services. However, aggrieved by the advertisement notice dated
Notice dated lordship 2023.
24/2023, inviting applications for selection stroke appointment of Gauburas in the Gwalpara district of the different villages in Gwalpara district. The instant writ petition has been filed. Mr. Das submits that in view of the long years of service, honorary service rendered by his clients, some preference should be given to them in the selection process. Full stop. Mr. Hendrik, learned SC Revenue Department, however, raised for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. Full stop. In view of the above, issue notice of motion returnable on 31st of May 2023. Since Mr. Hendrik has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of respondent number
One lordship.
1 and Mr. D. Bora, learned government advocate Assam, has appeared for the remaining respondents. No formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to the learned departmental council, requisite in numbers so as to enable them to obtain instruction. Hard on the prayer of interim relief, the said prayer will be considered on the returnable date. However, without prejudice to the rights and contentions of the petitioners in this proceeding, they are permitted to apply for the post of Gaubura Gaupradhan pursuant to the advertisement notice dated 2023. We'll see whether some weightage, because you cannot completely treat them at par
Lordship.
with the new entrants.
Lordship,
So
my lord,
they've sent service served for so long.
lords,
Was it with your consent or without your consent?
my lord,
Who means the
2000, lordship 2005, there is no, my lord, that on my lord, that Gambria system center, my lord, that for some money.
So we'll see, but
On 2010, my lord, it has been, my lord, on 2015, my lord, newly, my lord, that post and my lord, that Gambra post has been, my lord, created, and the village has been, my lord, created under the, my lord, that revenue.
Lot
let
wise.
this matter be listed again along with WPC number, which is that other
3828/18. 3828/18.
3828/2018.
Some of the Gambra, my lord, honorary Gambra, they have been, my lord, approached before this honorable court, and this honorable court was directed to file an application before the, my lord, commissioner for regarding, my lord, weightage, if, my lord, the committee can consider or not. If they will consider, they will pass the.
Mr. Hendrik to also obtain.
Lordship, this is the order, lordship, kindly be paid.
Yes. Order of the court.
Lordship, para 7 and 8, lordship.
Also obtain instruction and appraise this court as to whether any weightage can be given to the petitioners for their past experience in the light of the order dated 11/8/2022 passed by this court in WPC number 4694 of 2018.
They have to file an application before the commissioner.
All right, they will file in it. Now it is, when the court is asking, you can't say that unless they file application. The court is making a query.
Lordship,
The court is making a query.
lordship.
Can you say that unless they file application, we will not answer? Now
What
the
is
court
directed,
is,
my lord, that the petitioner has to file an application before the commissioner and. the
so you say
commissioner-
that you obtain instruction and say that if an application is filed, it will be given.
Lordship,
Then we'll dispose of the matter on the next day.
lordship.
For admission, item 2.
Yes, what is this matter?
My lord, regarding the promotion, my lord, this matter is, we have filed affidavit in opposition, affidavit by petitioner, plaintiff, petitioner, that we have made one petitioner made one serious allegations against the respondent number 5. That
You are for petitioner.
I am,
Who is appearing for respondent number 5?
No, I am appearing for the respondent, right? What had happened, my lord? Initially, his prayer is something different. Thereafter, it changes from once the affidavit of reply has been filed, they have changes their stand. Initially, their stand is that both were appointed in the merit list. Petitioner 5 was at the top of the list, above the petitioner, and he says, "I have joined the post 1 day earlier, so he will be junior to me." When the reply was filed with the decision of the apex court and our high court, then in the meantime, he says some other persons have been, other person junior to him has been appointed. The junior to have been given promotion, that they have not made the party. Now, another thing is now it has come the document which respondent has filed a C certificate of the NCC. That is, he says it is fake, and the NCC authority is not a party here. NCC certificate, NCC is not a party here. If you want to say it a fake, NCC authority had to make a party. The persons who are promoted in the meantime, they have not made a party. And
Here, my lord, at the time of the appointment, the respondent number 5, by filing a fake certificate of NCC certificate, took the appointment. We have made that allegations by the petitioners and let them file a call for the record from the government authority, that is the Home Department, service record, then it will become actual facts. If they have been taken by way of fraud, then everything is being vitiated in the eye of law. That may be called for, or maybe let file an affidavit with a copy of the NCC certificate. We have no objection at all. NCC certificate at the time of the appointment is
All right,
necessary.
yes, Mr. Sharma.
Lordship, most probably this matter has become infructuous. If your lordship comes to the writ petition, the private respondent is who has been placed in the gradation list number 1, this Abhijit Borua. And if your lordship comes to the prayer portion at page 19,
Yes.
page 19, lordship. From 2 Roman 2, we can take lordship. Issue a read in nature of certiorari by setting aside and quashing the impugned speaking order dated 14/6/2021 passed by the respondent number 1 pertaining to the promotion of the petitioner. Issue a read in nature of mandamus directing the respondent authorities to place the petitioner as senior to the private respondent in the gradation list and to fill up and appoint the petitioner in vacant post in the cadre of class 1 senior grade 2 by way of regular promotion with all consequential financial benefit. Accordingly, he is claiming promotion as because he's placed at number 2 and the private respondent is placed at number 1, but he has joined earlier to the respondent number 5. Now your lordships come to the affidavit, additional affidavit filed by the petitioner, as because none of them were considered for promotion. Some other persons were considered for promotion as because they are ST, SC, ST hills. So lordship, his main crux of this writ petition goes, lordship. He has to challenge, if he is aggrieved, he has to challenge that minutes whereby that other 3 persons were proposed to be promoted, lordship. So this is the case, lordship. Now this
But the petitioner and respondent number 5 have not yet been promoted.
not yet been promoted.
They are seeking promotion to which post?
They are seeking promotion to the class 1 grade 2.
one clarification, I am not seeking promotion, madam. I am not seeking
No,
promotion.
no, he.
In the gradation list, his name at serial number 1 and petitioner's name at serial number 2. Now, if your lordships comes to the minute that is annexed in the additional affidavit filed by the petitioner, date is not here, lordship. It's a 5 pages affidavit, lordship. If your lordship, as your lordship got it, lordship.
Yes, page number.
Date 29 there. Page number 5 of the additional affidavit filed by the petitioner.
Yes.
Page 5, this is the minutes of the meeting of the selection committee for selection of the officers by promotion to the post of class 1 grade
senior grade 2 of home guards from the post of class 1. So these are, if your lordship, we can skip their names, lordship. The meeting was, has your lordship got
Just a minute.
additional affidavit? Small one, lordship, only page, only 5 pages are there. Date to 9, আপনার date to আছে নাকি?
Yes,
Wait.
yes.
Lordship has got it. The minutes at page 5.
Yes.
The meeting was chaired by so and so, and the gradation list of the so and so. Placed before the selection committee, the agenda note, gradation list, ACRs and roster register for consideration of promotion of the officers from the rank of class 1 grade, junior grade to the post of class 1 senior grade 2. As per the records, the total number of vacancies as worked out by the Department of Home is 3, out of which SC1, STP1 and STH1. So these are the 3 persons whose name appeared in the said gradation list. So now he has to challenge this one, lordship, the earlier one that
Mr.
goes.
Sharma, you are not agreed with the promotion of these 3 persons.
Yes, we have been not,
Are you aggrieved by the promotion of these 3 persons?
yes,
Satyabrata Das, Jaideep Langthasa and Roopjyoti Tai, are you aggrieved by their promotion?
yes, my lord.
Then you have to
We
challenge it.
we have been, at the, we have been,
Then you have to challenge it. You have not challenged it.
those persons we have not challenged it. But at the very outset, we have challenged it about my the gradation list, my lord. Gradation list about the respondent number 5.
So promotion you are not challenging.
Promotion is also, my lord, that is the, at the, when the case has been pending before your lordships. It was also that at that time, order, it was a order has
No,
been
I am
passed.
asking a clear question. Are you challenging the promotion of these 3 persons?
No, we have
named
not,
during the, you are
we-
not agreed.
we have not, we have, at that time, we have not, my lord,
No, now are you agreed?
now we have been agreed, my lord.
Then you have to,
If-
you have to challenge it by impleading them.
That is in another, sir. My humble and respectful submission before your lordships is this, that the respondent number 5 is he who has been shown as a gradation list in my upper hand. Only for that reason, we have been very much challenged it here, my lord. But respondent number 5, at the time of the appointment, by way of taking the fraud to the authority, took the appointment.
So are you challenging his appointment?
My lord,
Are you challenging his
I-
appointment?
no, no. After that, we have been, when we have been come to know about it, that at the time of,
Mr. Sharma, please, I request you to please listen to the query of the court and give a straight answer.
yes,
Are you challenging the appointment of the respondent number 5 on the ground that he has resorted to fraud at the time of his recruitment by producing forged documents?
no, that is, I have not.
Are you
but-
doing it or not?
No, we have not done it, but
Then we'll
only
not go
my,
into that.
my humble and submission before your chiefs, we have done that about the gradation list. We have challenged about the gradation list.
So
When
gradation
we have,
list-
yes, when we have been challenged it, we came to know about it. We came to know about it, and
Yeah.
only for that reason, we have filed an additional
Alright,
affidavit.
alright, but we'll ignore it. Yes. Now gradation list, what do you have to say about the gradation list? Please claim of the-
Gradation list is prepared on the basis of the inter-se seniority published by the APSC. Regarding promotion, lordship, it will not be as because
No,
in
the
the grade.
promotion will not go.
No, lordship.
I'll record the promotion appointment of respondent.
Yes,
number
lordship,
5
as because,
will not be the subject matter of this petition.
yes, yeah, if your
Only
lordship,
issue is gradation.
if your lordship comes to our affidavit, the gradation list is, we have annexed it. Affidavit filed by the respondent. Respondent number 1,
Yes.
the last page. This is the gradation list. This gradation list is prepared as per the inter-se seniority list prepared by the APSC at the time of appointment. Here, lordship, this serial number 8, 9, and 10, they belongs to SC, ST, and ST Hills. They were considered for promotion by way of that minutes, lordship, which I have just now placed before your lordship.
So the petitioner is claiming seniority above the respondent number 5 on what ground? On what ground?
If your lordships come, his date of entry.
Hmm.
Date of entry is the respondent number 5 is serial number 1. His date of entry is 9/7/2010.
Hmm.
And the present petitioner's date of entry is 8/7/2010.
Hmm.
1 day
Yes.
difference is there.
But they were both selected by the APS.
Lordship.
Where is the list?
That list is not, but if, আছে নেকি তোমাৰ লগত?
This is in page number 22 of
Huh?
the petition. Page
Page
number
number?
22 of the. Petition. He is, it's one of, I is list ahead of, he is in serial number 7, the petitioner is serial number 8, initial petition. Only thing is that he joined 1 day earlier, he said I am new.
No, but that joining has happened within the joining period. What is the joining period?
Daughter joined in a joining period, he joined 1 day earlier.
Joining period is 15 days.
Yes, he joined both them joined in time, but he joined 1 day earlier. That is, he says, I joined earlier 1 day, so I am senior.
Your client and the private respondent both joined within the joining period.
That is true, but joining.
Then you
but-
don't have any case.
But we have joined in earlier one.
No, that there is
That-
no.
But my humble and respectful submission is this, my lord. If his appointment has been taken
This prayer is there.
by filing a,
That you challenge his appointment. Where is the challenge to the appointment?
no, we
You
can,
can't just.
if
put a
your
doc-
lordships is call for the NCC certificate from the respondent authority, Home Department, then it will come out, everything is clear.
You challenge it, then we'll call for it.
We have been made in, my lord, yes,
No,
we have
no,
been.
no, that
We have been stated in this, my lord, affidavit in opposition. Clearly, we have been stated.
If possible permit, I can hand over to judgment, division judgment, the seniority of.
Nothing, we'll not go into anything.
My humble and representative, if they have been made in the fraud at the time of the appointment, then it will come. It has been shown before the lordships. Let them come with that.
I had heard Mr. B.M. Sharma, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. H. Sharma, learned additional senior.
1, 3, and 4.
Also, I'm appearing for the respondent numbers 1, 3, and 4.
Correspondent of 5.
What about 2?
APS.
Mr. S. Bora, learned counsel has appeared for respondent number 5. None has appeared for respondent number 2. Full stop. In this writ petition, the provisional gradation list in the class 1 bracket junior grade bracket close home guard published by the respondent number 1 is under challenge. Full stop. In the gradation list dated 20/2/2021, the name of the petitioner has been shown on
What?
top of name of the respondent as number 5 has been shown on top of the writ petitioner. According to the petitioner, he had joined in service 1 day before the respondent number 5, and therefore he ought to have been treated as senior in the gradation list. Full stop. It is also the submission of Mr. Sharma that while making inquiry after receipt of counter affidavit in this matter, it has come out that the respondent number 5 had produced a forged NCC
C certificate.
NCC
C certificate.
C certificate, based on which he was originally appointed as
We have mentioned in at the 9 my lord, in our affidavit in
as
opposition.
assistant commandant. And therefore, on verification of the records, the appointment of the respondent number 5 itself is liable to be interfered with. Full stop. Mr. Sharma, learned government advocate Assam, on the other hand, submits that during the pendency of this writ petition, 3 other candidates junior to the petitioner as well as the respondent number 5, that is number 1, Satyabrata Das, number 2, Sri Joydeep, Satyabrata Das bracket SC, number 2, Sri Joydeep Dodung, DAWDUNG, Lantasa, bracket STH, and number 3, Sri Roop Jyoti Taye, ROOP JYOTI, Rupjyoti TAY bracket STP have been recommended for promotion by the selection committee pursuant whereto they have also been promoted to class 1 bracket senior grade dash 2 bracket close Roman 2 bracket close of the home guards. Therefore, the writ petition has become infructuous. Full stop. Mr. S. Bora, Learned Counsel for the respondent number 5 submits that the name of his client appeared above the above the writ petitioner in the merit list published by the APSC. Full stop. The petitioner and the respondent number 5 had both joined within the joining period, but the respondent number 5 had joined a day later than the petitioner. Full stop. It is on such count the petitioner is claiming seniority. Full stop. However, since both the candidates joined within the joining time permissible under the law, no such advantage as claimed by the petitioner can be given to him. Full stop. I have considered the submissions made by Learned Counsel for both the sides. Full stop. A perusal of the notification dated 25/6/2010, by means of which the writ petitioner and the respondent number 5 were appointed temporarily as assistant commandant along with 6 other candidates, goes to show that the respondent number 5 is placed above the petitioner in order of merit. Full stop. Mr. Sharma has fairly, Mr. B.N. Sharma has fairly submitted that both the petitioner as well as the respondent number 5 had joined in their respective posts within the joining period as permissible by the authority. Full stop. If that be so, merely because the petitioner had joined one day ahead of the respondent number 5 cannot, in the opinion of the court, make him senior to the respondent number 5. Full stop. Therefore, this court is the opinion that there is no infirmity in the provisional gradation list where the respondent number 5 has been placed above the writ petitioner. Full stop. Insofar as the allegation pertaining to use of fake NCC-C certificate by the respondent number 5 is concerned, the said plea has been taken subsequently in the additional affidavit. Full stop. There is no prayer in the writ petition to set aside the appointment of the respondent number 5 on the ground of commission of fraud. Full stop. Therefore, this court is not inclined to go into the aforesaid aspect of the matter in the present proceeding. The writ petitioner would, however, be at liberty to agitate his grievance on the above issue, if so advised, by filing a proper writ petition based on relevant pleadings, so as to give the respondent number 5 an opportunity to meet his case. With the above observation, this writ petition stands disposed of. You challenge his appointment. You challenge it. You need to have pleadings.
But only one my submissions here also in the writ petitions that he is on deputation. In the
Mr. Sharma, you see, your point was gradation list that the court has answered. Rest of the plea, you take it, you file a petition. There has to be pleadings. We have to ask him to meet it. Then we can deliver a judgment. Otherwise, the judgment, even if I pass, it will not be sustainable. It will be interfered in the appellate court. You know how it is.
It is true, my lord, but that
So the judges cannot go here and there on oral submission.
that is true. It is true.
You will say that there was no pleading. The judge traveled beyond the pleadings and decided. That will be the point in the appellate court.
That is it.
Is it not? You know it. You have been a government counsel for very long. You know. All right. Yes. Change over, I think. What is this?
My lord, item number 3, my lord, we have been engaged in this case, my lord. So some formalities are there that are pending, my lord. So we seek some
On
time.
the last occasion, they have on 31(3), they have taken time to file reply. On the
In-
ground
yeah.
that
What
they-
is the matter about?
the transfer matter, Lordship,
Huh?
transfer matter. And item number petitioners in item number 3 and 4, they are both husband and wife. And they are availing the stay order in this case since 2021. And Lordship,
We'll dispose it of on Wednesday.
yes.
Mr.
C. Kumar.
C. Kumar, learned counsel submits that he has been recently engaged by the petitioner in item 3. And
Can
therefore,
it be on after 4 weeks, my lord?
No, Lordship, it is
on
already.
Wednesday, we'll dispose of this
Yeah,
matter.
yes, Lordship.
You can come and argue, or you may choose not to argue. No further adjournment.
Okay.
Yes. He has been recently engaged by the petitioner in item 3, and therefore the matter be adjourned so as to enable him to obtain instruction. Ms. R. Devi, learned CGC submits that on the strength of a stay order obtained from this court, suspending the operation of the transfer order, the petitioners in both these petitions, who are husband and wife, are continued in their present place of posting to the detriment of the department. Ms. S. Burwa, learned government advocate, Assam.
I am Lordship for item number 4.
CGC is present for the respondents in item 4. In view of the submission made at the bar, registry is directed to list both these matters again on 10/5/2023 as fixed items. It is made clear that in view of the urgency expressed by the department, both these petitions shall be taken up for final disposal on the next day. Parties to come prepared.
Much obliged.
My lord, in this case, the records were called for, my lord, by order dated 12/4. Records pertaining to the selection and appointment of the petitioner.
Have you gone through the records? Mr. Khan, have you gone through the record?
No, my
Let him examine the records.
lord,
We'll take it up next week
my lord.
and dispose it of. You go through the record and make your submissions. Heard Mr. F. Khan, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. H. K. Dar, learned standing counsel, Guwahati High Court, Assam, who has produced the relevant records in terms of the order dated 12/4/2023 passed by this court. Mr. Considering the nature of controversy involved in this case, I am inclined to allow the prayer of Mr. Khan to inspect the record and make submissions in the matter. Mr. This read petition is therefore directed to be listed again in the next week. Next week means 12th, on 12th, 12/5/2015,
Well, some difficulty, my lord. I'll remain out of
on 15.
15, my lord. Yes.
In the meantime, the petitioner's counsel be permitted to inspect the records. Yes.
Highly obliged, my lord.
Item 6.
Wait, please, your lordship. My lord, matter relates to appointment of Muzadar. What has happened, the petitioner.
Muzadar, not
Mu-
Kaubura.
Not Gaur, Muzadar. But the petitioner's husband was serving as the Muzadar till the time of his death, my lord. After the death of the petitioner's husband, the petitioner applied to the post of the Muzadar, but the authorities have appointed the respondent number 4, who is the petitioner's late husband's brother's son, my lord. Now, as per the executive instructions framed under the Assam Land and Revenue Regulations in the year 1886, my lord, it reads under regulation 116, the principle has been enunciated, my lord. May I just take your lordship to that
Yes.
particular May I read out, my lord?
Yes.
The principle in making appointments, or the following principles shall be observed as far as possible. Mojadas inhabited by such indigenous races as Kasaris, these are not applicable, my lord. Then sub regulation B, subject to such changes as be required in order to give effect gradually to the foregoing principle, a Mojada's successor shall be ordinarily be selected from amongst the members of his family, including relations on the female side. If no qualified heir is available, or if the heir word comes here, is available on the male side. If an heir otherwise suitable is a minor, the post may be given kept open for him for a period not exceeding 3 years. An agent may be appointed, provided that the deputy commissioner is satisfied that the minor is doing his best to qualify himself for the appointment by the family of the Mojadar who is dismissed for misconduct loses its hereditary claims. Hereditary, my lord, again. Hereditary heirship, this was figure, and these were framed in the year 1886, my lord, long time back. When it is necessary to appoint, my lord, the authorities are harping upon, my lord, the sub-regulation 5, my lord, qualification. They are bringing in
But
the
the case has been decided virtually by the order dated 6/9/2022. We'll confirm that order. What else?
6/9/20 this court.
Yes, yes. Have you seen the order of 6/9/2022?
Justice Bhujaburwa.
No, Justice Michael Zautha.
Yes.
That order is not challenged, so we'll confirm it.
That will be in my favor.
That will be in his favor.
That's an interim order.
Maybe, but it is a order which is gone into how many pages? All relevant aspect of law has been discussed.
Yes, finally nothing has been said. Final order.
I will say I agree with the observations made in order dated.
The final order, my lord, this has to be, my lord, it has to be in the form of judgment, my lord. My lord, the question is, my lord, what is a family? That decision is already there.
I cannot give more than 10 minutes today.
That
really
decision
give
is already, my
my
lord,
lord,
the government has filed defeat. They said, my lord, that family means, my lord, she is 60 years. She is HSLC and I am 40 years and I am high secondary pass.
my lord, age is not a criteria,
No, no.
and lady.
No, not like this, not
No.
like this. You take your seat,
No, sure.
let him finish.
Okay.
And the
One
division bench of this court, my lord, has held that the family includes, my lord, this nephew, etc., everything. Matter went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court directed that set aside the division bench order. Supreme Court said that you form a new guidelines. What is the meaning of family and all? You form a new, government is sitting over the matter. They did not do anything in the matter. So
So,
that,
what is the interim order in this case?
not the interim order, they have stayed the order of appointment of respondent number 4. So it has to be a final order.
So this matter will require detailed hearing.
Yes, it will require detail. They have filed affidavit in opposition. And your lordship will see the record.
Today it is a half day.
Lordship-
bench
lordship may
with,
fix it.
Other part and matters.
Next week, will let any day.
Next week means think about June 15 plus.
Lordship.
Listing, we'll list 100 cases. What will happen? You will come and sit here. Everybody wants next week. Everything,
No,
everybody
but
wants
this
next
is an
week.
appointment of Mojadar. It has to be decided.
No,
by
I
the cases.
understand, but I have seen
I leave it to your lordship.
the matter was last listed in 2012, next week. Last listed in 2015, next week. So only
This
prayer
is
is
our
next week.
practice, my lord, your lordship knows
Then the
better.
only practice of the court will be to reject it.
No, we have a different concept, my lord, your lordship has a different concept, as he got pendency. of the
That is correct. No, that's all right. That's on a lighter vein. You are definitely entitled to make a request. But what I'm saying is 2012 last listing, there also the prayer is next week.
matter.
That is a little too
Why
much.
does you make so many?
Otherwise, one can understand there are urgency. The learned councils are also under pressure.
things?
We understand that. You see, no, the point is, the matters have to be spaced out because listing is not enough. It has to be decided.
Yes.
The matter has to be decided. So we'll issue rule and fix it for hearing.
A date may be, my lord, rule
Yes,
means
yes.
it will go in the black hole, my lord.
Black hole.
Unless your lordship
No,
gives it a date.
Yesterday I heard 6 or 7 matters and passed.
My lord, but
judgments.
in the meantime, what I suppose, my lord, your lordship, in terms of the Supreme Court order, what the government has done. The Supreme Court order, your lordship will kindly see. They are to make a detailed, my lord, analysis and find out what is a family, etc. I'll give this. Yes, Gao Bura and Mojadar same
It was
thing.
in
my
the
lord.
realm of Gaumburas.
Yes.
My
Gao
respect
Bura,
to
Mojadar
submission.
is same. my lord.
My lord, the provisions of Gaumura will not perimeteria with the provisions of Mozadar, my lord.
Then your lordship will have
That
to depend
distinction
upon
I
the
will,
affidavit they
while
will
getting the
file.
matter, my lord, I will highlight that point, my lord.
That's all right.
Affidavit, pleadings are complete.
Pleadings
Pleadings
are
are
complete. Government may produce the records also.
Record for what?
Record for how they have selected.
And they have clarified their stand. They have gone for qualification
That's
criteria.
all
my
right.
lord. They have gone for qualification. My case is that once the class 1 legal aid is available, you cannot go for qualification.
Have you read this order 6/9/2020?
No, I've not read it.
Please read it.
I'll read it.
Please read it. Have you read it?
No, Lordship, I have a copy.
But Justice Malat, he as the order was dictated, Malat, it was in my favor only. Respondent number 4. The view was there, but ultimately no final.
But
decision
interim
was
order
taken.
has been extended.
Yeah, it was extended, but.
How can
they-
the observation be in
they-
your
they
favor
took
and
time.
order in his favor? See the.
Well, I'll
interim-
look into it, and Lordship will fix the matter.
Or had Mr. G. Rahul, Learned Counsel appearing for the petitioner. Also had Mr. B. J. Das, Learned Senior Counsel representing the.
Respondent number 4.
Mr. S. Bhattal, Learned SC Revenue Department Assam, and Mr. H. Chaturvedi, Learned Government Advocate Assam are present on behalf of the official respondent. It is submitted at the bar that this matter is ready as regards pleadings and therefore can be taken up for final disposal. However, Learned Counsel for both the parties have submitted that the writ petition will require a full-length hearing. Therefore, an early date of hearing be fixed in the matter. Since an interim order is operating in this case, taking note of the submission of Learned Counsel for both the sides. This writ petition is admitted to formal hearing, registered to list the matter again for final hearing on 1st of June 2023 as a fixed item. As a fixed item. You come prepared, we'll finish it off. Mr. Das, those were just lighter rain.
No, I know, I understand.
Not to mean
This
anything.
this is
We
necessary.
appreciate that people are under pressure and that will come. But what I'm saying is I'm surprised somebody who could wait for 9 years cannot, after
Sudden.
making the mention, wait for a week.
Next week.
That's
I
very
understand.
surprising. Yes,
Lawyers in a different area, man.
yes, yes.
Milord, item 7, Milord, I have challenged the imposition of minor penalty of censure against me. And in item 8, Milord, I am aggrieved by the adoption of sealed cover procedure against me. Because it is my case, Milord, that on the date when the sealed cover procedure was adopted, there is no charge sheet, there is no suspension order, no disciplinary proceedings were initiated
You are
against.
seeking final disposal.
My lord, it's a short issue, Milord. I
How
have
much
the,
time, how much time will you take?
Milord,
No, because this is a half-day bench and we have parted matters.
I am,
I will then first hear the parted cases and then.
Milord, the issue
In
in
any case, we have filed one set of affidavits for the Department of Housing and Urban Affairs. These are not on record. I've got a photocopy if your lordship wishes to peruse your lordship, but these are not on record in any case, your lordship. So if it can be heard in some other day.
Because your lordship
If
had
that is
actually taken,
Since your lordship is expressing a mind about this, otherwise your lordship, I've got the photocopies if your lordship is willing.
No,
to peruse.
photocopy will not. Be.
Okay.
If it is not there, it's not there. We'll not take note of it. Who has filed the affidavit?
We have filed, the government has filed 2 affidavits, one for the Director of Town and Country Planning and one for the Department of Housing and Urban Affairs, your lordship, separate affidavits, your lordship. That had been filed yesterday, your lordship.
What is the issue here?
Issue, your lordship, basically it is with the PWD, but certain allegations have been made both against the Director of Town and Country Planning and against certain officials of the department, and certain things have been alleged against the department as such, your lordship. That is why we had to defend the stance of the department as well as the Director of Town and Country Planning, your lordship.
Milord, if I may, Milord, I am aggrieved by the action of PWD, Milord. And the action of PWD is based on some inquiry, a purported inquiry conducted by the Department of Housing and Urban Affairs. Inquiry was committed because they are at the most a proper party, Milord. But I have made them a party in these proceedings because PWD has not conducted any inquiry at all. So even otherwise, my lord, even without going into the inquiry conducted by the Department of Housing, my lord, I have an extremely good case because PWD, my lord, initially issued notice for a major penalty. And your lordships have interpreted Rule 9, Sub-Rule 12B, my lord, to hold that if a notice is issued for a major penalty, midway, they cannot change track and impose a minor penalty, my lord. So on that
So
issue,
what
my
is
lord, I'm squarely
penalty-
covered.
What is the penalty imposed on your?
Censure, my lord. But in item 8, my lord, I'm affected because my promotion, I was selected, my lord, by the selection committee. My name was approved, my lord, and then based on a report given by the Department of Housing and Urban Affairs, seal cover procedure was adopted. Though it is my case, my lord, and they have not disputed, even PWD has not disputed that, my lord, in their affidavit, that on that day when seal cover procedure was adopted, there was no suspension order, no disciplinary proceeding. In fact, a show cause notice, my lord, was issued 6 months thereafter. And PWD conducted their own
So now
inquiries.
you are
Two inquiries
seeking-
were
You are seeking promotion to which post?
from executive engineer to superintending engineer.
All right, and your consideration is in seal cover.
Yes, Millard, and what is very surprising in this case, Millard, 2 inquiries were conducted, though they were not part of the disciplinary proceedings. 2 inquiries were conducted by PWD, and both the reports, Millard, exonerated me. They found no lapses. They looked into the report of the Department of Housing and Urban Affairs as well, and found nothing against me. And interestingly, but penalties imposed, Millard, those reports are completely brushed
But
aside.
Mr. Bhukan, I am afraid what I'll have to say is after you conclude, tell me a date when we can fix this matter. I will not be able to dispose it of today.
Millard, I am getting a short list of dates also, very short issue.
Then you wait. After I finish the parted matter, we'll see.
I'll take my chances, Millard. I'll take my chances.
But in any case, I'm traveling today. This is a half day bench, so there's no question of taking this matter today for final hearing promotion matters. You can very well choose a date in 10-12 days from today. That will be good for everyone.
Millard,
We have
may
to
I then-
apply our mind and write a judgment, which is not happening today.
Millard, then may I request for the shortest possible convenient date for your lordship, Millard?
No, we will give a date. You can tell me whether you can come or not. Beyond that, 23rd May, we'll hear your matter. Heard Mr. A. Phukan, learned counsel appearing for the petitioner in both the matters. Also
May I
heard
request for 25th then, Millard?
25th. Also heard Mr. C.S. Hazarika, learned government advocate Assam. And also heard Mr. P. Nayak, learned, you are learned standing counsel PWD, and Mr. C.S. Hazarika, learned government advocate Assam, appearing to the official respondent, who submits that the counter affidavits filed yesterday on behalf of the PWD as well as on behalf of
the Department of Housing and Urban Affairs.
on
Only that.
behalf of the Department of Housing and Urban Affairs is not on record. And therefore, these matters be taken up after tagging the counter affidavits with the record of the case. Mr. Foucault, on the other hand, has expressed urgency in the matter by submitting that due to pendency of this writ petition, the case of his client for promotion to the post of superintendent engineer has not been considered by the authorities.
He's retiring in November, Millard, superannuating in November.
After hearing the submission from learned counsel for both the sides, the registry is directed to tag the affidavit filed by the respondents with the record of the case and list these matters again on 25th of May 2023 for admission hearing as fixed items on the top of the list. It is made clear that no adjournment will be run, no request for adjournment will be entertained in these matters on the next date. Parties to come prepared accordingly. Yes.
Deeply obliged.
For order, item 9.
Your lordship, last occasion, your lordship order by order dated 21/4/2023, my lord. 21/4/2023, my lord. They did not file affidavit, my lord, and last is the. This order has been passed 11/9/2019. Till today, they did not give pensionary benefit, my lord.
Yes, where is the order?
But order page 16, my lord, and operative portion page 17, my lord. Page 17, first paragraph, my lord. Page 17, my lord. In view of the matter, this writ petition is disposed of with a direction that the respondent, particularly health and family welfare department, should immediately release the full pension and other retirement benefit to the petitioner. I am only getting my lord provisional pension, my lord.
So who is the authority to?
My lord,
comply with the
director, my
court?
lord, actually Nilama Das, Nil Madhav Das, Director of Health Service, restaurant number 6, my lord. He did not, my lord, forwarded to the all pension over to the pension department, my lord.
Response number 6, there is no response number 6 here.
Yes, my lord. It's the last, my lord. Nil Madhav Das, my lord, Director of Health Service, my lord. He is the competent authority, my lord, to send the all, my lord. He has also taken time, my lord, all are appeared, my lord.
Had Mr. N. Bora, learned counsel for the petitioner. None has appeared for the respondents, although the name of learned counsel for the respondents. Although the name of the learned counsel have been shown in the cause list. First up, alleging willful disobedience of the order dated
11/9/2019, my lord.
11/9/2019. Passed by this court in WPC number 391/2013, whereby the direction was issued to release the full pension of the petitioner along with other retirement benefits. The contempt case has been filed. First up, Mr. Bora submits that response number 6 is the officer responsible for implementation of the court's order, but he has not taken any steps in the matter. First up, on 21/4/2023, this court had passed an order after hearing the counsel for the response number 6, granting time so as to enable him to obtain instruction and appraise this court as to the steps taken for compliance of the court's order. First of, however, today when the matter is called up, the counsel for the response number 6 is also absent. First of, on the other hand, the petitioner's counsel has asserted that the order of the court has not been implemented till today. Under the circumstances, this court is left with no option but to direct personal appearance of the response number 6, namely Nil Madhav Das, Director of Health Services, Assam, Hengravari, on the next date fixed, ordered accordingly. The next date fixed, stop. The response number 6 is accordingly ordered to remain personally present so as to answer the queries of this court on the next date fixed. This is the matter again on 29th of May 2023. Registry to communicate a copy of this order to the response number 6.
Much.
For hearing item 10.
In this item, Lordship had heard the matter. The petitioner was required to submit his bank account to the bank account details to the respondents for payment of the retirement benefits during the pendency of the writ petition, my lord. We have submitted the bank account. There was some delay. It has been submitted around 15 days back. Now, may I pray, my lord, if it can be taken up after 15-20 days, giving time to the respondents to deposit that particular amount, which is
Sir,
already
they have
entitled to.
submitted the document on 13/4, my lord,
Yes.
and that has already been forwarded to the IGNES headquarters 25, my lord. And now it will go to the Kolkata, my lord, for that it will take some time, my lord, in the month of June, my lord.
Oh, this is the part.
Yes,
Yes,
that
perfect.
part had matter, my lord.
Right, I thought we'll have to hear and dispose. of this case.
Lordship had expressed an opinion
Hmm.
that his dismissal was wrong. His termination from service was wrong, but being somewhat alcoholic, it might not be correct to reinstate him back in service. Therefore, my lord, there was, if Lordship recollects, a consensus was tried to be, my lord, we have tried to come to a consensus that he would retire from the date this order, the Honorable Court passes the order, taking him to be notional service, giving him the benefits of this period, and then he would continue to retire from this day on. There was some objection from the respondents as saying that no, the retirement continues from then, writ petition should be dismissed. That part is left to be heard, my lord. Otherwise, Lordship had indicated that if I take the benefits which were accrued to me after the retirement order, let it first be deposited, then we decide what to do with his future.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that money can be deposited by them perhaps within
It
a
is
month.
under process, my lord.
Mr. R. Malhotra, learned counsel for the petitioner submits that in terms of the order dated
28 to
2023 passed by this court in the present proceeding, his client has submitted
Bank
the
particulars.
necessary documents along with the bank particulars for depositing the amount payable to him by the respondent authorities. First up, Miss A. Gayan Lanet CGC appearing for the respondents has also confirmed that all documents from the petitioner have been submitted on 13/4/2023. But now these documents will have to be sent to the regional.
RPAO Kolkata, my lord.
IPA,
RPAO Kolkata.
RPAO Kolkata for further processing, and therefore it will take at least 4 weeks' time to do the needful. On such ground, the learned CGC has requested for posting this matter for hearing again after 4 weeks. Since the prayer is not opposed, same stands allowed. Let the matter be listed accordingly. Yes.
I'm oblivious.
Oh, then I could have.
Item 11.
Time being someone. May please, your lordship. Your lordship, the matter may be passed over for the time.
What is the matter about?
For pension, for promotion,
Promotion or pension?
promotion, your lordship.
Lordship, they have
no-
challenged one advertisement whereby the Mondals were appointed. They were appointed temporarily for for certain period as chainmen. And the educational qualification for appointment of Mondal is a 6 months training of RCCC. RCCC means Records Class Course Certificate, but they don't have that qualification. They have got some other qualification. Now they are claiming because of this, they are unable to get the appointment as Mondal.
Yeah, but this is a 2014 matter.
Yes.
Why you are seeking adjournment?
Lordship, the count, my senior is.
Oh, I have adjourned other matters, believing that these cases will have to be heard. These are old cases. Who is your senior?
N. Burman.
Call him. Call him. We are not adjourning these old matters like this. 9 years old, this case was filed. It is still pending. Where is your senior?
On undercourt.
Call him.
Your lordship.
Yes. You call him. In the meantime, let's go through the records.
The annexure 1 of the writ petition.
Just a minute. I'll just
Lordship,
go to-
Lordship.
Is there any interim order in this case? Is there any interim order?
I don't think so, Lordship. They have,
Then what has happened to the advertisement notice?
Lordship, the appointment has already been made to those persons.
So you can consider their cases for promotion.
My lord, that RCC training, my lord, 6 month training is required, my lord, it is the
So
mandatory.
they have completed it.
No, they have completed 3 months program, my lord. It is the, my lord, subsequent part, lord. Those who are, my lord, completed that 3 months, my lord, when the resettlement operation was, my lord, again started, my lord, they are eligible, my lord, be given the first preference to, my lord, absorb in the, my lord, that resettlement operation, lord,
As chairman.
as a chairman, lord.
Then why did you allow them to take the 3 months course?
My lord, that is the, my lord, course of the, my lord, that, my lord, that service of the, my lord, that chairman, lord. They have to complete it, that, my lord, 3 months training, lord.
And for Lot Mandal, it is 6 months.
6 months, and they have to, my lord, qualify for the, my lord, SSLT pass, lord. That qualification is required. And my lord, that preference has been given, my lord, they do not have to, my lord, appear in the interview. Those who are, my lord, working more than 7 years, then, my lord, he have the requisite qualification there, then, my lord, he is eligible to go for the RCC training. It is the, my lord, that deputy commissioner, my lord, that have forwarded the sub person, those who have the qualification for a send, my lord, that his name has been forwarded to the, my lord, RCC training.
So your clients are not willing to go for the IRCC training.
Your Lordship, they have completed IRCC training for, is this for
3 months they have completed. But they say 6 months training is required.
Was a prayer, your Lordship, it was 3 months.
Now it is changed.
Later on, they, with new advertisement, they have changed.
But now it is 6 months.
6 months.
So you make application to allow you to go for the training and they will consider it. Yes? On priority basis. That's it.
Well, definitely, but as a seniority wise, my lord, they can, my lord, their name has been forwarded by the deputy.
They are all
commissioner.
working as chairmen.
Lordship.
From 89.
Hmm.
From 89, 1989.
All right, your name please?
Lordship.
Your name please?
B. Devi.
Heard Mr. B. Devi, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioners. Also heard Mr. J. Hendik, learned standing counsel, revenue and BM department, Assam, appearing for the respondent number
1 and 2, Lordship.
1 and 2. Full stop, Mr. H. Sharma, learned additional senior government advocate Assam, has appeared for respondent number 3. Full stop. The 4 writ petitioners hearing were appointed as chairmen in the revenue estate. Chairman in where?
Chandrapur revenue, sir.
Under the Chandrapur Revenue Circle in the district of Kamrup, and since then they are serving as chairman. Full stop. The grievance of the petitioner is that although they had completed the 3 months intensive records certificate class course training bracket of the for short IR triple CT bracket close. And notwithstanding the fact that similarly situated chairman had earlier been promoted to the post of Lot Mandal / additional Lot Mandal on the basis of the 3 months IRCCT training, IRCCT certificate obtained by them. The case of the petitioners have not been considered for promotion till today. Full stop. Assailing the advertisement notice dated the petitioners had submitted representations before the respondent numbers 2 and 3 with a request to consider their case for promotion. First of, however, instead of acting on such representation, the authorities had issued advertisement notice dated 28/2014, inviting applications from intending candidates who have obtained 6 months record class course certificate from the Assam Survey and Settlement Training Center for filling up 15 vacant posts of lot mandal under the amalgamated establishment of the Deputy Commissioner, Metro, full stop. Agreed thereby, the instant writ petition has been filed, full stop. This court, however, did not grant any interim relief to the petitioners, as a result of which appointments under the advertisement notice dated 28/2014 has reportedly been made, have reportedly been made by the authorities. Full stop. The only question that would therefore, survive for adjudication in the present proceeding is as to whether the petitioners would be entitled to an order from this court directing the respondents to consider their case for promotion to the post of lot mandal. Full stop. Responding to the submission of the petitioners' counsel, Mr. Handy, learned SC, Revenue Department submits that the authority is conscious about the long years of service rendered by the petitioners, and as per the rules, they would not be subjected to any interview for promotion to the post of lot mandal. However, the petitioners will have to complete a 6 months course of
RCC.
record class course certificate, record of RCCC, record close, from the Assam Survey and Settlement Training Center, since that is a mandatory requirement for being appointed as a lot mandal. Full stop. The learned departmental council has further submitted that if the petitioners express their willingness to go for the 6 months RCCC from the Assam Survey and Settlement Training Center, their cases will be processed on priority basis. Full stop. The learned counsel for the petitioner could not deny that 6 months RCCC certificate course is necessary for promotion stroke appointment to the post of lot mandal, but submits that this said condition was not insisted earlier. Full stop. Be that as it may, if the requirement of the rules is to have 6 months RCCC course, then the same cannot be dispensed with for considering the case of the petitioner for promotion. First of, under the circumstances, this writ petition is hereby disposed of by providing that if the petitioners submit any application expressing their willingness to undergo the 6 months RCCC from the designated institution, their applications be considered and processed on top priority basis, and upon completion of the case of the course, the petitioner's case will be considered for promotion to the post of lot mandal without any further delay. The writ petition stands disposed of.
Lordship, that settlement officer Guwahati.
Huh?
Settlement officer, another settlement officer, Lordship, I have told me that Chandrapur, it is not Chandrapur.
Settlement officer Guwahati, not Chandrapur. Yes.
Obliged, Lordship. Sincere apology, Lordship. In item number 9, Lordship, I was on lakes in court 3, Lordship. Can it be taken up on Monday, Lordship?
Personal appearance, let him come.
I will inform,
No,
Lordship.
no, let him come, let him come. Contempt matters, don't go to any other court when there is a contempt matter pending.